build a relationship with you all. That's very exciting to us, and we're very grateful for the chance. I was also asked to give a little bit of background on what the facility is. So the Australia-Indonesia Facility for Disaster Reduction is a partnership between the governments of Indonesia and Australia. I work with AusAid, so the Australian Agency for International Development, although I have a background, I have a PhD in geophysics and a background in natural hazard modelling. But my counterpart, the co-director from the government of Indonesia, is from Badan Nasional Penanggulangan Bencana, so BNPB. And all of our programs, all of the work that the facility does is very much designed to support BNPB, and more to start to support provinces and districts and communities themselves to be more resilient and to protect themselves from disasters. So we're very, very focused on anything, whether that be community engagement and community participation, through to the use of new technologies and software, anything that will help the government of Indonesia and communities of Indonesia better protect themselves from disasters. That's really what drives us. And the last thing I'll say then is one of the tools that I think Tim and Ole will likely talk about today, and that Ishmael has done a huge amount of work on, is InaSAFE. Now that is pretty much entirely Python code. It's something that's been developed jointly by and led by BNPB, AusAid and the World Bank. But it is a completely open source project. Something we're very passionate about is ensuring that anything that we support is open, is freely available and can be improved. And I think what's so exciting to us about this community is the chance to reach out to more of Indonesia's developers to actually help in this effort. So InaSAFE, as I'm sure these guys will mention, has been acknowledged and recognised and supported by the President of Indonesia. He remarks on it as one of those tools that represents the partnership between our countries. It's won an international award for being one of the top 10 open source projects started last year. And more important than any of that to me is I genuinely believe it is a new way to help communities understand the risks that they face, the natural hazard risks they face, and to do something about that. So I'm a very passionate supporter for how the sort of work that you all do can translate into safer communities, whether that be here in Jakarta or out in Jawa Timur, NTT, Papua. We work in all of those provinces. We're really excited about what these tools can do, but we're really very much at the beginning, and we really need to engage more with Indonesia's expertise to help us do these tools. So I'll stop there. Thank you again for allowing us to be part of this community. We're really excited. You have some of the best people we've got in our team here today. And I'll just note too, for those who don't know, Ole didn't talk about it quite as much, but he actually is the developer behind Anuga. So the tool that's being used for flood modelling and tsunami modelling more and more in Indonesia was created in this open source environment. So it's a really exciting, to see what can be done with those tools, I think is really quite impressive. Thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful morning. I'll be in and out a little bit this morning, but I hope it's a great day, and I'm really excited to see what comes of it. So thank you. Terima kasih banyak.
Thank you.